Welcome back to the Bridal Show, and today we're here with Karen Hawkinsmith of Pure Skin Essentials. Karen, can you tell us about your company?
The company is small. It's my best friend and I. We do it together. I do the makeup side. She does the business side. We work great as a team. We'll be 5 years old November 17th. We started out with a handful of foundations and that was it. Then just a few months later we were adding blushers. Several months later we added eyeshadows, and we've continued to grow into lipsticks, lip glosses, and now we're growing into skincare.
One of the things that's great about this episode is Karen has already done my makeup, but we're going to show you scenes from that. She did a wonderful job, did a lot of neat, exciting things that I don't usually do for myself. I'm kind of boring with makeup. But can you tell us some different trends going on right now with weddings?
Different brides always have different ideas of what they want. I haven't met a lot of brides, maybe it's because I'm from the country, that are necessarily worrying about what's trendy, but staying true to themselves.
That's great.
Great, and each individual bride is different as far as the things that she wants done on her wedding day. Do you also try and match up with what she wants with what you think will look best on her?
Absolutely. I'm always willing to give advice for someone who asks it of me, or if I see a bride going in a direction that I think might not work best for her, just because maybe she doesn't realize that it won't, then I will bring that up to her and say, well, maybe just because of your photos, you might want to wear a little more, because lots of times people are worried about wearing too much or looking like a clown.
Oh,
I think people have had experiences with makeup artists where they go in, they're afraid that the makeup artist is going to fulfill their vision and not the bride's vision. And so I just always try to stay really close to the bride's vision while working in my professional knowledge as well, to make the bride's vision the best that it can be for her.
Absolutely. That's great. So if someone wanted to contact you to work with you, whether it's a special occasion or just to buy your wonderful makeup that you have mixed yourself and done a very good job of keeping out specific minerals that you don't think are so great, how would she do that?
I have a website, pureskinmakeup.com. Anybody can reach me by email at karen@pureskinmakeup.com.
Okay.
And my telephone number is right on the website. I take personal calls at any time. If people are at home getting ready for work in the morning and they're just trying out the makeup and they're having a little problem, they can pick up the phone and call me.
That's great.
And I will try to talk them through it. I just really want to try to because going from liquid foundation, if that's what you're used to, into the mineral foundation, it's a big step up, as far as quality, but there is a small transitional period. It's definitely worth working through that transitional period and becoming accustomed to using minerals.
That is wonderful customer service.
Minerals work really well on wedding day because they look so soft and natural. You're not going to have to worry so much about it rubbing off on your dress. You're hugging a lot of people. Your makeup's not going to end up on everybody's shoulder. It is water resistant. There are a lot of great things about the makeup. Your face looks so smooth in photos. It's just the best out there. I've been working with makeup for a long, long time. I've tried everything. I had bad skin problems at a very young age. My mother allowed me to experiment with makeup, and I've spent my last 20 years searching for the perfect makeup.
Great, and is there anything better than working with a bride on the happiest day of her life, getting her ready that morning? Do you have any interesting stories or experiences from that?
One thing that I hear over and over is that the bride is sitting in the chair. She feels like I'm just rubbing brushes on her face. She doesn't feel like there's anything going on the skin because the makeup is literally like air. Then I show her reflection, and the reaction, I never get tired of it.
Oh, that's
never
great.
get tired of it. It's, no, I can't cry. I can't cry.
Yeah.
And it is really neat to be a part of someone's day. I'm a big believer in marriage. I've been married for 14 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm happily married, and I love being with women and their mothers on that day, just experiencing that. By the time they're walking out the door or I'm leaving out the door, I'm also in tears. Just trying to take part in the enjoyment.
What a wonderful thing to be part of a business that you love, have a lot of just your own personal interest in, and then to be able to share that with people who are very happy with the product. That's
It's
awesome.
a lot of fun. You get the bride, you have all the bridesmaids, you have the family around, and it's just a lot of fun. You feel like you're a part of someone else's family, even for a short time. And then I love it when the bride follows back up with me, sends me photos, pictures of the big day, and it's really neat because you just kind of get to chatting with everybody, and everybody's having a lot of fun and reminiscing about being younger. This girl was my roommate, we went to college together, or different things. You just learn a lot about people, and I just happen to like people.
That's great.
Great. Well, it was a pleasure visiting with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we will be back with more of the Bridal Show after this.
Experience the best Chinese food in Lexington at Happy Panda. Located off Leestown Road in Tally Center, Happy Panda features a large menu for both dine-in and carry-out. We have over 30 lunch special items under $6, as well as combination platters priced under $8. Your next delicious meal is just a phone call away. Call us today at 859-388-9996. Happy Panda, the best Chinese food, fast.
So now Karen is going to do my makeup, and she works with Pure Skin Essentials. Karen, could you give us some tips as you go along and do my makeup? I mean, things like, what should a bride do the night before a wedding? I mean, should she drink a lot of water, things like that?
You might want to drink a normal amount of water, but you don't want to drink too much water that you're going to cause yourself to wake up puffy.
Oh,
So I would
okay.
say don't drink an excess amount of water. I
Okay,
would say get as
definitely.
much sleep as possible. Be sure you're washing your face, at least with a gentle cleanser, every single evening before bed. And just try to get, try to get a lot of rest. I think a lot of brides that I deal
Definitely.
with, they're tired, they've got too much going on, and they will tend to let themselves slip. And then on wedding day, we're trying to combat bags, we're trying to combat dark
Definitely.
circles, things like that, which we can do, but it just makes the day more enjoyable if you've gotten plenty of rest. I know it's
Certainly.
hard to do whenever
Yeah,
you're excited
I know.
sometimes.
I'm sure people are very pumped about their
Yes,
big day and all that
yes.
stuff. But, all right. Well, what are we going to start with?
Well, first we start with doing a little foundation.
Okay.
Oftentimes, whenever I'm doing a bride, she will bring me a swatch of the colors of bridesmaids' dresses or,
Oh,
or
okay.
things like that so
Okay.
that we can pick out some coordinating
That
eyeshadows.
sounds great.
Lots of times, bridesmaids don't get their makeup done, like eyeshadow in the color of the dress, but we'll just accent a little here and there.
Definitely.
But we're going to start out with your foundation.
Okay.
We've already applied a small amount of foundation, and we're just going to add to that a little bit. You don't want to wear too much makeup on wedding day because you're going to be behind a lot of lights, and makeup has reflective things in it, and you don't want your skin to appear pale in your photos.
And I've heard that this kind of makeup is actually less reflective than, say, the Bare Minerals and things like that.
Bare Minerals uses bismuth oxychloride in their makeup. I purposely leave that out for a number of reasons, and to get true color is one of the main reasons that I
Okay.
leave that out.
Okay.
That way, whenever you have a photo taken, you're not going to get, you're not going to come back looking like your face is lighter than the rest of your
Okay.
body.
That
Or
makes sense.
sometimes minerals that have bismuth oxychloride in it, you can put it on, 2 hours later, it's not the same color
Oh,
as
okay.
whenever you first applied it.
Well,
But-
everyone, welcome to me not having makeup on. My eyes are not there right now, but I'm sure you'll fix that.
So I usually start at the forehead, but everybody gets their own pattern down. And of course we blend, 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 which is extremely important even in daily wear.
There is a big difference between day wear and night wear. At least I know thicker eye makeup for night wear.
Well, yes, of course it's darker outside, and so your makeup doesn't show up as well. Lots of times you're more dressed up. And brides sometimes don't realize that on wedding day they need to wear a little more makeup than usual. When you're wearing your regular clothing, it looks fine. But once you take off your regular clothing and put on the beautiful dress, then the makeup kind of fades away if you don't have enough on. But we don't want to overdo it so that the bride doesn't feel like herself on her big day.
That makes sense.
I do makeup, however somebody requests me to. One complaint that I've heard from people is that they will go get their makeup done, they'll come out feeling like a clown. They'll come out not feeling like themselves. So I listen very closely to what the bride wants, what
That's
she
great.
wants for her bridesmaids, and follow that.
Yeah, I've seen a few weddings where the girl just didn't look anything like
No.
her normal self. And she was very pretty, but it
Of
just
course.
wasn't really her sweet personality, I think.
Yeah, I think every once in a while you get a makeup artist that wants to take over and fulfill their vision instead of the bride's vision.
Make
And,
it
and
their
you just
wedding.
can't do that on their wedding day. So then normally what I do after I add some foundation is I do add a little sun-kissed blusher.
Okay.
And where we put this is just kind of around what we call the halo area. And you take just a tiny amount here. You don't have to use a lot. And then we just kind of go around the halo area here. And this kind of gives you the look like you've been out in the sun. It gives the skin some nice depth.
It's interesting. I know people always put it on their cheeks, and I've seen a little up here, but that's neat. The halo area.
The halo area.
Not enough yet.
I love to use self-tanner. I'm a big advocate of staying out of the sun, and I've done a lot of damage to my skin
Oh gosh, me too.
in my younger years, and so I'm spending a lot of time trying to combat that. My favorite self-tanner is the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze.
okay.
It's a tanning lotion with an indicator in it. So I love that. It also doesn't rub off, so that might be a good tip for brides.
That's good, yes. A lot of people get it all over their hands. And have the
This is
orange
good. You
hands.
put it on and you wash your hands afterwards. It's really nice. Okay, so now let's do some eyes. Let's start out with a little neutral.
This is a great kit you have here. You seem to have a lot of variety.
So the brides that I've done most recently like to do mostly neutral colors, mostly neutral shades, with just a little accent of maybe what their flowers are going to be. So I usually start out with a nice neutral shade.
It seems like a lot of more natural hairstyles are in as well.
They are the nice loose buns. It's not so, plastered
and-
back. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I love a lot of what the brides are doing with their hair now.
It's great having someone else do my makeup.
Hello and welcome to Lexpon. Lexpon is the only online coupon company that is devoted to its customers in Lexington as well as Central Kentucky. We have amazing deals on everything that you need as well as everything that you want. Look, we're all looking for ways to save money. Why not stretch your dollars with Lexpon? Just sign up below and start receiving your daily deals. It's time to save some serious money. So what are you waiting for? Hello and welcome to Lexpon. Lexpon is the only online coupon company that is devoted to its customers in Lexington as well as Central Kentucky. We have amazing deals on everything that you need as well as everything that you want. Look, we're all looking for ways to save money. Why not stretch your dollars with Lexpon? Just sign up below and start receiving your daily deals. It's time to save some serious money. So what are you waiting for?
Finally, a television show for brides in the bluegrass.
Now that you're engaged, it's time to begin the process of planning your wedding, and that's where we come in.
Each episode of the Bridal Show features the very best local wedding professionals, including interviews and interactive demonstrations of the services they offer. Our show is a wonderful way to see the latest fashions and make the process of planning your special day much easier. The Bridal Show.
Only on WTVQ Channel 36. Do on a daily basis myself. I'm very natural type makeup girl. So we're just going to add a little more to your left eye to even this out here. And we just go right along the crease here. And we blend.
do a little highlighting on your eyes.
Okay.
And then we'll go back in and add some accent.
Now you talked about leaving out certain ingredients, so you actually mix your own stuff. Where do you get all the ingredients from?
I have a few different companies that I purchase from, companies that I trust. I've had my company for almost 5 years now, and so I've learned, different companies that I can trust. Basically, I buy minerals in bulk. They come in bags. Often it looks like I'm carrying around huge bags of white powder.
Yeah, be
Which-
careful.
yeah, I
be
have to be
careful who
careful.
you flash that around.
Yeah, that's right.
That's funny.
And then I blend them together to get the final product. So one fun thing that we like to do is we like to take our eyeshadows and turn them into eyeliners.
Oh, great.
I don't press eyeliners into sticks because I don't use chemicals. And so I don't want to use a chemical to press anything into a stick.
Oh, okay.
So we just change up the brush here, decide what we're going to use as our
Liner.
liner, and I know what I've got in my mind. I'm going to use a little of this. And then you just get your brush wet
Okay.
and dip it into the product.
That is very natural using
It
water.
turns into a liquid liner, but if you've ever tried to use liquid liners from the store, it's a lot more easy to manipulate and work with. I've never been able to use those ones that you pull out and it's on the little stick.
Yeah, it's very easy to get shaky with those.
And just give that a moment or two to dry.
Seems like this doesn't pull as much on the eyelid, and that's really nice.
Yeah, we want to pull on our eyelids as little as possible because we're trying to preserve them. And that won't take long to dry.
I tend to be very natural, but I have a lot of friends who love crazy bright colors.
I think we all need some color in our life. So while that's drying, we'll go ahead and do your blusher. And I think I'm going to choose for you. We'll try a little glow here. Glow gives you those red carpet cheeks
Oh, okay.
that everybody loves so much. It's not a huge pow of color, but your skin just really lights up. It's definitely one of my favorites. And looks so natural. See that? Aren't those the red carpet
Yeah,
cheeks?
definitely. That's nice. It's great.
The thing about glow is whenever you look at it in the container, you think, wow, that's nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't really look like.
Seem that different.
Mhm.
So you do put a little right there, and that's good. I tend to put a little light blush right there just to give my face more color since I'm so pale. But
So I'm going to do some mascara.
I'll make it
here.
look like I actually have eyelashes. Yay. They're very blonde, so they don't show up usually.
Poor baby, natural
I know,
blonde.
I know.
How do you
I'm
deal
sorry.
with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want you to do is just relax your eyes like you're lazy.
Okay.
The great thing about Pure is that it accommodates so many different makeup styles. If you want to be super dramatic with lots of highlighting and color, then I can do that. If you want to look natural, but you still want to look like you're wearing makeup, I can do that. I can also make it to where Some people just want their face smoothed out, but they don't want to look like they're wearing any makeup.
Oh, yeah.
And I can also do that.
That's great.
Okay, so now we will do some lips. And I put as many coats of mascara on as people want, but oftentimes I encourage people to bring their own so that it can be waterproof if they want waterproof.
That makes sense.
So let's do...
There might be a little bit of crying, but in a sweet way.
Yes.
Happy crying.
Happy crying. So for fun, we're going to put something kind of bold on you.
Okay. Yes, this is not typical for me, so that's kind of fun.
And this is probably one of our most popular wedding shades for lips.
That is a really pretty shade. I like it. It's kind of a cranberry.
It is. So it enables people to wear red without really committing to real red, which we also have. This color looks really pretty on you.
Well, thank you.
Okay, you can rub your lips together for me a little bit. What I would do if you were a bride and it was your bridal day, I would add probably some more mascara and maybe do some highlighting on the top of the cheekbones if the bride wanted.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. It sounds
You're
like you
welcome.
accommodate wonderfully.
Stop, stop.